Hello, everyone. My name is Georgia Sayan Khan, and today I will be talking to you on my final paper. I will be talking to you about behavior change. And in this topic, I will be introducing to you behavior change and what causes behavior change in a person and how it affects the person's life, whether in a positive way, in a negative way. And we'll also be talking about some of the goals that we achieve in helping this person to to get a change or the old behavior and get a new behavior. And this behavior, it's going to change from bad to good. So that's from the negative to the positive behavior, because when we go into behavior change, we need to set up goals, achievements, plans, and always make sure that there's something that motivates a person to accept change. And there are opportunities given to this person to make them change as well. So, first, we will talk about the goals. So, what are the goals of this plan? The goal of this plan is to first look at the environment and make some plans. We go from the goal to the plan, I know. So the goal is to look at the environment. What's the environment have on the person? Because environment have one big impact on a person behavior, on the changes a person makes in life. So for these changes to take place, we have to have the behavior change. So in this behavior change, we look at the environment. So in order to help your client change, you have to look at the environment, what impact the environment makes on the person, be it positive or negative. That's what we have to look at first. So now we look at the environment. What do we do? If there's a need for a change in the environment before the behavior, we have to change the environment first. Because some people, the behavior changes due to the environment, due to circumstances that occur in their life. So before these changes take place, you want to take that person away from the negative thing that happened, that impacted this person, to change and get addicted to probably drugs, alcohol, and change from being a good person to a bad person in a community. So, second of all, after we set up that goal of getting the person out of the environment, the next plan is to see how best we can set up a way of achieving this goal. Now we get to the achievement of this goal. We achieve the goal. First goal achievement was getting the person to agree, to accept that they need this change, because that's what brings about the motivation of this person change.
Thank you.
That's what brings about the motivation of change in the person's life, because they they accepted that, yes, I'm ready for this change. And I talk about it in my first paper and my second paper, that I was dealing with a client. In my paper, I named the client Henry. So Henry, first of all, realized that, yeah, if I want something good for my life, this is not where I need to be, in a facility of drugs and alcohol, because Henry was addicted to drugs and alcohol. As we move backwards, I talk about behavior change. In When I watched the video, I saw that in the Robin Hood behavior change facility, there are nurses and doctors and politicians and good social workers. All these people lose their good life, lose their good family, lose good things, school, everything, just because they got addicted to something. And it all started from a one bite, one thing. So in order to achieve this, for a behavior to be changed, there should be an readiness. These people were ready for this change. So in this slide, I would say Henry is ready for this change. So he came up to me. Do you have any idea on how I can change on doing this thing and that thing? So achieving the goal of convincing Henry to leave the environment, we achieve that goal and we get him to move to another place. Now the next thing we have to do is on the behavior change is motivate Henry to see that this change is not about him, but it's about the community, it's about the society, it's about his life, his future, if he have a family, his family. So in so doing, I would say we set up a chat that's gonna keep every record of the treatment plans we are going to take on with Henry. There should be a treatment plan. And in this treatment plans, we set up a chart that shows our achievement, our effort, our success, and our goal, how it's working out, how it's going basically. So in my second paper for the graph, I have two graphs. I have the big whole graph that's just one color and that's in blue. And then I have the second graph that talks more about what was achieved and how was this achieved to reach to a successful behavior change for the next 1 week. Because all of this happened in 8 days. So in the 8 days of Henry behavior change, we started with 3 graphics. I have 3 pictures, 3 colors liner graph that tells us the time, the effort, and the success. So the first one I put in is the blue. The blue sticker, the blue color tells about the time. And time is not only about how many times I put in to help Henry change, but the amount of encouragement I added to the time to help to make Henry see that this change is really needed, to help him start up the treatment. So the time, first of all, the first day of the week, we took a lot of time. When you see the time graph, it went up. And then in doing that, the second graph, which is the green graph, it talks about the effort. There was not a lot of effort because there was not a lot of patience at the first time. Forgetting to know that for something to start on the first time, it has to deal with a lot of time